Hi, I thought I'd talk a little bit about what mindfulness meditation is all about. A lot of people have ideas about what mindfulness might be, but in short, it's about looking at something non-judgmentally and being in the now. So if you were to look at perhaps a cup, this cup, you might describe it as being blue. It has a series of ripples down it. It feels slightly warm to touch. It has a thread coming down from it and so on. You would look at it as being a circle at the top and a cylindrical shape that narrows towards the bottom with this sort of little shape coming out the side. Now what I'm doing is describing it in a way that can help someone be fully focused in the now, non-judgmentally. So like a scientist would. They'd look at an experiment and they would capture what is really going on, not what they think is going on. So when we are practicing mindfulness meditation in our daily life, then it's really important to think about looking at things in a non-judgmental way and staying in the now. Why is this important, you might ask? Well, a lot of people get into habits of thinking about things in an unresourceful way, and they have an emotional attachment they form to something, a judgment attachment. So they might go over what they did at work and how they didn't do that well enough, or someone else might have thought they weren't good enough, or they get into their worry thinking and their anxiety thoughts. So practicing mindfulness meditation on a daily basis, it helps to train the brain. So it helps us to look at things and separate ourselves from the emotional story that we might have created around it. So we're not binding ourselves to an emotional position all the time. We can separate ourselves, just take a little bit of detachment away from the situation and look at it through a cleaner lens. Because when people look at things emotionally, it can really distort things. So if we can look at something in an unemotional way, a non-emotional way, a non-attachment way, then it can help us to really deal with situations, especially in a professional sort of space, in a much more professional way. Whereas sometimes when people get very emotional about things, they get caught up in the mind games and power plays, and that's not really going to be helping bring about an emotional atmosphere in your workplace. So if you'd like to know how I work with corporates around introducing some of these tools, please feel free to contact me and I'm happy to discuss it with you. Thank you.